Kara, your thoughts on that final?
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I woke up early so I could watch it live.
And it was like a half-8 start, wasn't it?
Yeah, that first set was exactly what we wanted. A close tie-break set. You didn't know who was going to take it. Osaka was struggling with the Kvitova serve in the early stages, and then she just dominated in that tie-break, and she managed to win the set. And I think in the second set, she got confidence because she broke Kvitova, and then, you know, the 3 match points came at 5-3, and she lost it, and then she served for it and lost it again, and then it was like, oh my God, Kvitova's going to come back. She's got the momentum going into the third set. It was amazing. That was probably one of my favourite finals since Clijsters Lena a few years ago.
Oh, that was... When was that? 3-4 years ago now?
God, I think it was
2014, wasn't it? Oh, I can't remember.
Wasn't that the French?
I can't remember.
No, they played each other twice in the finals of the US. Aussie Open.
Aussie, yeah, that was it. Kyle, you were saying to me before you looked at both players, and you could read it in one of their eyes, couldn't you, of who was going to win it?
Oh God, I wish I hadn't said that because that just sounds like such a cliche. But no, I would say
you on the spot.
In the body language of the two players, particularly after because it was such a great match, and you could see that they were both putting everything into it. But at the start of the second set, Kvitova, you know, she'd be I very rarely have I seen someone really dominate a tie break that much, particularly in the early points. Usually you'd see like 1-1, 2-2, and then someone pulls ahead. But to do that in a tie break, Kvitova went back to the baseline just looking kind of defeated. And in the first half of the second set particularly, that carried on. She looked tired. She looked unhappy. She didn't seem to know not what she was doing. Obviously she does, but she didn't seem to know what to do to deal with what was happening. Meanwhile, if you go back and you look at Osaka's expression, if you look at her eyes, this girl has an expression fixed on Petra, just saying, I'm going to beat you.
And she's 21.
Yeah.
To be that focused. I couldn't even do an assignment on time at 21.
Yeah, no, she's just looking at us saying, I don't care if you're a 2-time Wimbledon champion. I'm coming for you, and I'm going to beat you. And then she got to a position where she should have won that match. She had 3 championship points. Starts losing them, and maybe you see her age a bit and her experience a bit, because she started to kind of lose her head. She was bashing her racket about. She was shouting. And Kvitova draws it back, which is brilliant, which I love because this was the match that had the story behind it. You had Osaka. Either way, we were getting a new world number one. You had Osaka, young gun. Can she win a second major in a row without any controversy or things with the umpires? Kvitova.
Kvitova.
My nan called my granddad called it Knitova.
Where's the N?
You know, an injury that could have cost her career. That could be a movie. She comes back and gets into the final, which I personally actually really wanted her to win, because that would have been a great feel-good moment.
Well, fingers crossed. She could do it at maybe Wimbledon, her favourite tournament on paper, in terms of winning that twice.